The round table.
Gentlemen,
Aye.
let's broaden our minds.
Lay on, gentlemen, and let them know what's what. Fire at will. It's time for action, gentlemen.
Gentlemen of the round table.
What's the topic of discussion?
Civility, gentlemen. Always civility.
Yeah. That's true. All right, guys, let's do a guided meditation.
Take a deep breath. Let yourself feel every part of you.
Yuck.
And you're feeling calm, and you're in your childhood bedroom.
More yuck.
It's a little Saturday morning, and you're a little boy. And you're thinking to yourself, ooh, baby boy hungry for some pancakes.
And you want pancakes, but you look over and your door is open, and you didn't go to bed with your door open.
You're right, I didn't.
We always
Wait,
do.
Do I feel someone in here?
I start checking through below the bed, my closet, and behind my big teddy bear. But there's nothing here. Where could somebody be?
And then you look up, and in the corner of your room is a spider web so big it couldn't possibly be made by a spider. It could be only made by a
little boy catching, eating man.
Uncle Rodney!
No! And Uncle Rodney, if you will.
Definitely.
All right. Is that it?
That's it. Yeah,
That was a great little horror story.
Yeah.
Wow.
So I hope everyone's feeling a little more zen.
So Spider-Man was a child rapist.
You can use your powers for great good. I'm going to go molest some children. Oh, okay. Welcome to the Roundtable of Gentlemen, everybody. We're down a whole bunch of people. Really, the only folks from the, I guess, what do you call it? The starting five or the starting six. It's just three of us here.
Yeah.
Marcus and Ed are here, and then I'm Ben.
How you doing, guys? What's going on?
Nothing.
Yeah, we can't deny people the roundtable for this week. We can't deny them that.
We wouldn't do it. It would be anti-Trump. Team Trump.
Team Trump.
All right.
Trump.
Happy to have you on board, Eddie.
Team Cump.
Well, that's a different kind of person. All right. Andrew and Reed, thank you so much for being here. Reed Failer and Andrew Short.
Hey.
Thank you so much.
Ooh, fresh young man.
Yeah, little boys together.
Oh, man.
Yes.
Together you make almost one full man.
It's amazing. And together,
And
Eddie
we're
and
still
I
one
make someone who would be
testicle
dead in a minute because the obesity would be too hard to handle. Chris Donahue is also here. Thanks for being here, Chris.
I think Reed and I would gain weight if we lived off your table scraps.
Oh, absolutely. It would be
It's
amazing.
just what falls on the floor.
Got on each other's shoulders with a trench coat and tried to go to a bank and get a loan.
Absolutely. That's how we've been getting into R-rated movies for the past 27 years.
High five.
I love it. The most adorable couple in comedy. Cute bunch. Cute too. All right, Marcus. Now we have a lot of fun stories, and I feel like there's a lot of fun tales that would involve Reed and Andrew. Something that they might get into.
Actually, I think this does sound like a bit of a caper that you boys would be interested in.
Okay.
Three men
Out, Marcus.
Three men hoping to find valuables in New York City's extensive sewer system are facing criminal charges for climbing through a manhole cover and spending several hours on a treasure hunt in the muck-filled caverns.
It ain't muck, my friend. It's shit. It's human dookie. I love these guys.
What? I didn't know that was illegal.
Well, I mean, really, it shouldn't be illegal. What are you wasting?
Yeah, are they outlawing imagination? What kind of rule is this in this city?
If you want to go down to the muck, play in the dookie with a metal detector, why not? When whatever you find, that's yours.
I think the problem is New York City doesn't want you to find the treasure.
Oh.
Yeah,
This is
think
some
about
real
it.
grown-up Goonie shit.
Yeah, the poopy Goonies.
Yeah, the men had taken metal
Goopies.
detectors with them into the sewer.
Which is so adorable. Did they put the suntan lotion on their head as well? What do you dress like when you're about to go sift for treasure in Dookie?
I guess you'd wear that big raincoat outfit, you know?
Ooh, like the beginning of the movie
Yeah, the
It.
overalls, you know, the raincoat overalls.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. You'd have to, with the shoes already on them, it's just
Tucked
one
in.
big piece.
Yeah.
That's what I would wear.
Geiger counter for sure.
Yeah.
Definitely.
In a garbage bag.
Mm-hmm. what the little brother was wearing in the beginning of It when he had his little, paper sailboat. And then, of course, Pennywise the clown found it in the sewers because Pennywise was down there looking for treasure.
Yeah.
And then he found it in the form of a child.
I think we just answered why it's illegal.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
Demonic
That
ghosts
does
and
bring
demons
up a
tend to do
good
it.
point, though. Children really are our nation's treasure.
Oh, that is a good point.
I was gonna say once you get down there
devour.
and you're in all the shit, you probably realize that the treasure was inside you the whole time.
That's right.
Wow.
Oh,
This
That's
is
so
another
inspirational.
just making
story.
these memories has been way more fulfilling than any children we could kidnap
Memories
down here.
I tell you what, man. I hate looking for treasure, but I love finding children.
You never know what's going to
Not
be
treasure,
down there.
Trevor.
That's what I thought you were going to say. I love for Trevor.
You know, it's so fun because what drug do you think was used during the planning of this event? 2 people agreed to do this. Like,
I'd
usually
say
these are a one
3
person.
people agreed.
3 people agreed to do this.
And all different ages, too. One guy was 21, one was 35, and one was 45.
There must be cooks.
yeah, they got to be
Were they
cooks.
looking for a specific treasure, or were they like, "There's probably treasure down there"?
Exactly. They were hoping to find valuables flushed or drop down toilets and drain pipes.
It happens all the time. People
All the
lose-
tampons will be mine.
Yeah, with any luck, it's a human finger, but usually just a tampon.
So how'd they get caught? Did they not put the manhole cover back?
Well, witnesses called police and responding officers and firefighters outfitted in protective garb followed the men but could not locate the pair. About 4 hours later, here's what happened. First of all, there's one guy on the inside, Marquise Evans.
He was in the poopy business.
21.
Oh.
He dislodged the manhole cover on a street here in Brooklyn on Wednesday and let them inside. The 2 men, they tried to wait the police out. They could only wait 4 hours and finally returned from whence they came. David Hannibal, 45, and Damian Nieves, 35.
They walked
names.
into the
Yeah.
butthole of New York
Hannibal.
City. They literally
Damien.
entered the anus of the entire city.
Yeah.
Well, and that's the axiomatic 4-hour rule, because if you're in there for more than 4 hours, you turn into a swamp person.
Oh my God! I watched a great
You're
horror
not allowed to
movie.
come out.
No, Ed, you gotta live there forever.
Son!
Probably great skin though, or maybe it breaks out in
There's
rash.
something
I don't know.
about human excrement that just makes people glisten.
Shine.
Yeah, I watched a terrible horror movie when I was about a sophomore in high school called Monstered. Has anybody seen this? Monstered was huge. It was formed in the toilets, and when you went to the bathroom and you didn't flush properly, that Monstered would come and he would just murder you. Well, usually with
It
his
was just
shit
a big old
hands.
pile of shit.
Just a huge dookie monster.
That's fun.
I wonder if they,
Dale Prosner from the San Francisco Examiner said about the movie, it's not just a movie, it's a movement.
a bowel movement.
I get it.
I love these guys, but what if they went down there and actually found some jewels, some gems? Because you're right, people flush things all the time.
I feel like it's their right to go down there. As long as they
Right.
got to chip away at the fatberg while they're down there, though.
Yeah.
Is it illegal when it tends to be Asian women? This isn't a racist sentence. This is just it tends to be them going through cans and other people, doing the can collection. Is that illegal?
I think if they go onto your property to grab it, then yes, I believe that is illegal. Like, say you live in a brownstone and you've got a little fence between the sidewalk and your trash can. If they go inside the fence, that's trespassing. But I don't think it is. I don't think it is illegal for them to pick it up off of the sidewalk.
I love those people, by the way. I love all people.
Is it illegal if
That's what I say.
Time again for Ben Kissel's insincere comment.
That was sincere. I know. I love the dookie people here down there in the sewers, cleaning up the mess. I sent them a couple of gifts the other day.
The main guy, Marquise Evans, he was a trainee at the City Department of Environmental Protection, which maintains the sewer system. He was facing a string of charges, including reckless endangerment and criminal facilitation. It was unclear how he intended to plead to the charges or if he had obtained an attorney at the time of press.
Oh, shit.
And could not immediately be reached for comment. He's also been suspended.
Suspended.
he's just in some back room of a police station sobbing into his handcuffs? I just wanted to have fun. I wasn't trying to do any terror.
The odor.
Wanted a jewel.
The smell of these guys coming up from there, that must have been intense. I'm surprised they could spend 4 hours because, usually kids, if they fall into these manhole covers and whatnot, what do all humans make? And cows as well.
Excrement.
No.
Dookie. Milk.
No. Well, not all human.
Methane gas?
No,
Are you talking?
the odor, the gas. That
Oh,
comes from
methane.
Methane
Yeah.
will kill them.
When Marcus says it, it's right. But when Reed says it, it's just, oh, who cares? Reed just said the answer.
Well,
Reed, you're
Marcus-
under 5'5". Marcus,
Reed's actually a scientist.
He is an actual scientist, but I'm 6 feet tall, so
Yeah.
True, that does mean you are better than me.
Yeah. Well, it definitely
I'm the
means
first
I'm
to admit
If
it.
you saw someone climbing into a sewer, would you
let
call
him
the
go.
cops?
Fuck no.
Well, I don't give a shit.
How are they going to hurt you?
Exactly. If anything, I would just go home and take a big dumper and hope I hit him.
criminal trespass. That's what these guys got charged with. And they had one hell of a lofty goal. There's over 6,000 miles of sewer pipes between New York City's, or below the 5 boroughs here in New
Did
York
they
City.
find anything in 4 hours?
Did they find
Nothing.
the chud?
Absolutely.
That's a good question.
No
Maybe that's
chud.
why it's illegal.
Yeah. No. We have an agreement with the chud. We don't go down there. They don't go up here.
They're thrown in a dark room, and there's just the end of a cigarette burning, and a man's like, "So you're looking for the chud, huh?"
So these guys, they weren't able to find what they wanted to find, but they did have a good experience, and I'm sure they're better friends than ever.
Absolutely. And you know what? Right now, I've got an update from a story we did, I think, about 1.5 years ago.
Oh, wow.
Do you guys remember when the old man got cooked to death in the Bumblebee tuna machine?
Oh, how could I forget?
Yeah, he gets high in the machine, if you remember.
Yeah. I love this guy.
Yeah, well,
Man,
he's
He gets
dead.
high in the machine.
He got high in the machine.
Well, he used to get stoned in the machine until it cooked him to death.
Yeah.
Oh,
The
man.
Bumblebee tuna
What did he do
machine.
after that then?
Becomes tuna.
Bumblebee Foods will pay $6 million in the 2012 death of an employee who was cooked in an industrial oven with literally tons of tuna, the biggest settlement ever in a California workplace safety violation involving a single victim.
He was getting
Bullshit.
stoned.
Yeah.
Yep. Jose Molina.
Oh, okay. Okay, drug czar Ed Larson. Sorry sometimes you like to party with cooked fish.
When I get stoned, I'm putting my life at risk, and I know it.
Yeah, with cooking fish, not even quite finished yet. I don't know, $6 million.
$6 million.
They didn't
Highest
tell the
ever.
guy to go in there and smoke weed, buy all the tuna.
Jose Molina, 62, was loading a 35-foot-long oven at the company's Santa Fe Springs plant before dawn, October 11th, 2012, when a coworker who mistakenly believed Molina was in the bathroom filled the pressure cooker with 12,000 pounds of canned tuna and turned it on. The body was found 2 hours later after the pressure cooker, which reached 270 degrees, was turned off and opened.
Oh, man, that's not even that hot. That must have taken a while to die. Well, no, maybe all the tuna just crushed him.
I think he'd
Maybe you suffocate
first.
on tuna.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
at least you got to like nibble on a bunch of shit. Like a
Yeah, but if it's not cut right.
oh yeah, then you have like the bones in there.
Yeah. Well, not
Yeah.
really the bones as much as, if sushi's cut differently than normal.
Yeah, and I assume they didn't serve that tuna then or anything like that.
They have to have a new sticker that says
I mean-
Jose free.
Where they just
Yeah,
gonna
yeah,
throw
yeah,
it all
yeah.
out? That's like
They threw it
That's a
all
lot
out,
of
and they went
tuna.
and caught some dolphins.
Yep, filled up in there. $6 million. So now his family is probably fairly happy about the accident.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
They're
he was
rich as hell.
62. He was nearing the end of his usefulness anyway.
there's very few people in my family I could defend against $6 million.
Yeah.
I love you, Uncle Terry, but you haven't been doing $6 million for me lately.
Bigger
Yeah, this
question.
guy
I
definitely
agree.
wasn't worth $6 million.
Who is?
62, making like what, 35 a year probably. They got off lucky.
Big question. For $6 million, which of your relatives would you eat out of a can?
Ooh, I don't have a big family.
You'd have to kind of like them because you're eating them.
Yeah.
You don't want to eat someone that grosses you out.
And you'd have to
physically.
add mayo to make it taste good.
Yeah. So you have to, can they still live? Can I just eat part of them and then
No,
still
they'd
be
be
alive?
canned.
Oh, they'd all be canned.
It'd be one big can.
Can't just lose a limb, huh? No. Huh. Tough to say, Reed. Wait, you're Andrew.
Who's who?
It's a mystery. I'm
Am
gonna
I
go
over
with.
here?
I think my grandmother would actually like to be eaten.
Yeah?
You think so?
Yeah, I think she is so full of spite, so full of rage, that I think she would enjoy the idea of us having to consume her form. So yes, I'm going to go with my grandmother because she's probably going to write that in her will.
Yeah.
It's going to be an open casket, but it won't be like a casket. It'll be a buffet, and she's going to have a heat lamp over her body. We're going to have to cut her up and nibble on her. So yeah.
Still in a coffin, though.
Oh,
Just a
yeah,
bunch of tuna in a coffin.
Yeah.
But it's a lot of person, Wouldn't you want to go with a child just so it'd be less, you wouldn't have to eat as much?
I don't have any young relatives, Ed.
That's right. Yeah,
like a time
yeah. All of his
the
brothers are
eating
gay,
of
and none
this
of them have
person?
adopted.
Or can I
yet.
make sandwiches for the next
Of course,
year?
and if you eat them all at once, you get a prize.
I'm
I
gonna
have some
go with
cousins
my.
who keep procreating, and they should stop. So I'd probably
One of the kids, go for it.
No, I do. Just so they stop making kids, I would eat one of them probably.
A woman.
Yeah.
Typical Chris Donahue.
I don't want to name names, but if any of my immediate family is listening, which they're not, they know who we're talking about.
Good inside family
yeah.
joke.
For those of you who don't, he's talking about Bradley.
Bradley! You're next, Bradley! Watch out, Bradley!
Bradley B. Tuna.
What do you think, Eddie? Who you eating?
One of my little cousins for sure. One of the young ones.
All right.
I got a bunch of young cousins. And,
It's easier to break their bones.
Yeah. They're and if you put like a little suit of armor on them, it's like you're eating crab.
Kind of an Albert fish, but more of an Albert, whale. No. Dying in a vat of tuna, dying in the sewer system. I would actually say the tuna is a better way to go.
Yeah.
Definitely sure was something you
You'd
love.
want to be tuna.
Yeah, you want to be the tuna, but honestly, if they would have served this tuna, I guess the bones.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't have the human bones in
No,
it. Never
no,
mind,
no.
scratch it.
Yeah, that'll piss people off every time.
Oh, yeah. It's not an episode of South Park.
I think I would agree with you. I would definitely take dying in the wave of tuna. It's actually kind of close to a way I want to die already anyhow.
Yeah. Can we
what's that?
kind of say...
But what's that, snapper?
Drowning in a pussy.
Read the tongue failer. God, it's so gross what you're doing right now. And by the way, congratulations on the engagement. I can't wait to see you.
I'm going to be drowning in a pussy, a 1 from here on out.
And that's the one to be in. That's great. Why bother going and pouring different baths for yourself when you could stay in the same bath every day as the bath water gets dirtier and dirtier, but you never empty that water because that's the water you are laying in.
No, you just gotta scrub the tub every once in a while.
Yeah.
Yeah. How do you milk your woman's juice, Reed?
How do I milk my woman's juice?
It's just,
First,
Marcus hasn't asked a question
baster.
ever on this show, I don't think.
Pressure to the thorax.
How do you milk your woman's juice?
Well, it's just a common question. As I was saying, turkey baster, pressure to the thorax, and then just a hot compress. Nice. And it normally draws out most of the juices. You gotta shake out the last couple teaspoons. But
And a shameless plug, Reed will be selling this at the Greenpoint Farmers Market every Saturday in McCarran Park. 11211
is it's my phone number, and you can just give that a call. I worked out a thing with AT&T. You can have a 5 number, they said.
That's great.
Can I put it in my vape and vape it?
I would say you could, but warning, it might make you horny.
Nobody
$40 a jar.
Oh, wow. It's a bit pricey. That's for sure.
I was thinking that was cheap.
$40 for a jar?
Jar of squirt?
Yeah.
It's a lot.
We're talking about Reed's future wife here,
anyway,
people.
I love you so much, Sammy, and we're going to spend every day of our lives together.
God, that's exciting. What a smart decision you're making, Reed. All right. And I can't wait to be there.
Yeah.
I'm very excited.
Chris, we'll send you a fruit basket.
I'll be there.
Good.
I'm eating all the pizza.
Yeah. All right, so we got the poor fella who was smoking, and he's dead.
He's dead.
All the Dookie boys, they're having a good time. As the Dookie Bandits.
Let's go up to Alaska for the next man having a good time.
Oh my God!
All right.
I'd rather be in a sewer.
Yeah.
Authorities want to talk to a man who donned a fairly realistic bear costume and wore it while harassing a bear and her 2 cubs trying to feed on pink salmon in an Alaska river.
I love coming that way.
Yeah.
Is there a
The
picture
bears
of it?
are not pressing charges.
What is a fairly realistic bear costume?
Barely.
Did he have hairy knuckles?
It fooled the bears.
It fooled the bears.
Fooled the bears. The incident happened Monday on the Chilkoot River delivered near Haines. It wasn't immediately known what the man was trying to accomplish. A crowd had gathered at a weir used to count fish because the sow and the 2 cubs have frequently been showing up there to feed during the salmon run. The crowd, which is kept at a safe distance from the weir, became startled when a man decked out in a bear outfit ran through the area Monday evening. The man began to jump up and down, then got close to the cubs within 5 to 10 feet. Alaska Fish and Game technician Lou Sinicola moved the sow out of the way for the man's safety and then tried to talk to the man, which Sogi said is a little outside of Sinicola's normal duties. Yeah, he said, our job is to count fish. And Sinicola said the man refused to identify himself. Soggy reported that the man told the technician, "You have the license plate number. You figure it out." I love it. The man then got into his car and drove off without ever removing the costume head and revealing his face.
I love this guy.
Did he get away with it?
They just want to talk to him. Of course he got away with it. He can't. He committed no crime. He's just in a bear suit.
A sentence of 20 years for speaking to bears.
They just want to talk to him. I think they just want to sit him down and explain to him what he did was wrong.
I just love that he got into a car and drove away full bear costume. So you know for a fact there was a group of Alaskan kids stoned off their fucking asses.
His arm out the window.
Drove by him and they're like, oh shit.
See, this is why we need stronger immigration policies.
Typical.
The bears are rising.
Hey,
Dark bear rises.
And you got a picnic basket?
Hey, buddy.
The guy wasn't doing anything wrong. They're just hanging out with the bears.
I mean, it's more for his safety than anyone else's. Because if the bear gets a snooter that something's wrong...
A snooter?
Yeah.
What's a snooter?
A snooter is a suspicion
like an
that a man
inkling.
is about.
A bear suspicion is a snooter?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know. All
Snooter.
right. Good
No.
to know.
When a bear has a suspicion.
That's just, all bear detectives, constantly snooters.
Yeah.
From the Latin word snutra, meaning bear-like suspicion.
Interesting. Okay.
Snutra, snutrum.
Me and my big old girlfriend have been practicing karma snootra.
Oh, good God. Go clean off your fucking face and nose, Eddie.
Yeah, if the bear surmises that the man is not who he proposes to be, who he
And it kills him and it becomes a fucking man-eater, the whole town's screwed.
And you look who benefits.
Cui bono.
Cui bono. So was
Who's
the man?
cui bono?
I don't know.
Well,
Was
I
the
think
man
that just
trying-
means who benefits.
It's Latin. It's Latin for who benefits.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, that's
Well, I
why we
mean,
beat the
it's-
Latins. Suck it.
Yeah,
It's
whatever
Latin
happened to
for
them?
who good?
Who good?
Who good?
Was the guy trying to steal the fish that the bear were catching?
No, he was
'Cause
just
that's a
trying to.
crime.
He was. I mean, that's what it says in the story. It wasn't immediately known what the man was trying to accomplish.
He just wanted to hang out with bears. It's Alaska. He's lonely.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're a fluffy, or what do you call them? Flurries? Fluffers? Flurries?
Furry.
Furries. He's just taking it to the next level.
Are
Actually
they
going
a
out
flurry, a blizzard? Are they the yogurt? Are they
I want to be such a terrible father.
And
My
I-
13-year-old son dresses up as a Pomeranian or something. Like, what are you? You're a fluffer? You're not. What happened? It's a furry dad.
Not a butt.
bees and your yoofs?
And as an artist, how disappointing would it be to see him break character and get into a car?
Yeah. But I love it. This guy, I mean, you know, it must be very difficult to drive in a bear costume. You don't have the peripheral vision.
Yeah, I mean, he did all sorts of dangerous things that day. A very
The least of which I would say was hanging out with the bears.
He had a very ill-advised afternoon.
I mean, you know, I've heard of driving while drunk. I've never heard of driving while bear, and I think it should be outlawed. He broke the law that doesn't even exist because literally
Disagree.
legalize it.
Legalize it. Don't legalize it. Don't illegalize it.
Keep it legal.
It's perfectly
driving while bear.
fine, man. I like a little chaos in life. We all know that.
Again, this is just the United States government trying to stamp out imagination so they can build more STEM graduates to make their missile defense program.
The bare necessities,
Yep.
the simple American recipes. I love this shit, man.
Yep. Well, this bear probably needed an oil change at
That's
some
what
point.
I say. More bear music. I want more music about
More bear theme
bears.
music. Fuck this. I'm 27. I've paid taxes for 9 years, and this is bullshit.
Yep. The Berenstein Bears. Bears have been incorporated in our lifetime, in our lives forever. We didn't even recognize it. They're taking over the whole goddamn place, and now
Fucking Tailspin rocked.
Tailspin was great.
love Tailspin.
Berenstein Bears. They were a bunch of schmucks, though. Terrible bears.
What's wrong with the Berenstein Bears?
They were Mormon.
Yeah, they were
Jewish.
all. I thought they were evangelical.
Mormon Jews. Oh boy.
You guys heard about this new Berenstein Bears?
My favorite.
A controversy.
That's my favorite.
Would you like
What
to?
happened?
What is it?
I half understand it because I read it.
I figured
high,
that the
so
two
you
of us
take it away.
The two of us can maybe. It's like okay. So everybody remembers from when you were a kid. Is it Berenstein or Berenstain?
Berenstein Bears.
It's the Berenstein Bears.
Berenstein Bears.
Yeah, they're Jewish.
No, it is not. It is Berenstain Bears. It is spelled Berenstein. Berenstain.
What if I said to you?
So what,
No,
they're Germans?
now it is.
Exactly.
Time travel.
Because it is possible that there was a convergence at some point, creating two parallel universes where half of us remember it as the Berenstein Bears and the other half remember it as the Berenstain Bears. But the books in the universe that we are currently in, they have always been the Berenstain Bears. But those of us that remember it as the Berenstein Bears are from an actual other parallel universe that is merged with this one.
This
Same
is
thing
my
with
only
Teddy Ruxpin.
Yeah.
This is my only problem with
He was
this.
trying to tell us.
Oh my
He was trying to tell us.
My
Just
only
a
problem with this
snitch.
theory is that technically, by the vast probability of like different universes, there's a universe for every choice that there is.
Yeah.
Meaning that the universe we live in and the universe some of us formerly inhabited, the only difference was how they spelled the Berenstein Bears.
And
Yeah,
to that
And
I
that's
say,
a weird reality to.
no. To that I say, the Lord works in mysterious ways.
Can't go wrong with that.
Not one of us have called him Berenstain, by the way.
Yeah, never. No.
So
it's
we're all from the same universe.
Thank God.
It's just Berenstein. I didn't even think of that as a Jewish reference. I always thought they were a German group of bears.
Yeah, German bears make sense. The mom with the weird little cap.
Yeah.
The dad with the hat.
There's bears in Germany, too.
Black bears.
Of course.
Definitely.
Yeah, black bears.
Yeah,
Black
never heard of
forest.
them. Very
Or were there
interesting.
never until our universes
Well,
collided.
if you call them Berenstain Bears, let's just have a race war over it. Let's just
yeah,
murder
man.
each
I
other.
want
I
you
gotta
off
kill you.
Earth, man.
Get out of here.
Yeah.
We were obviously here first.
We have to kill the creators. Then,
Yeah,
'cause
man.
they're the ones
Must.
the engineers. we need to go to
That,
the planet.
Jan and whatever the dad's name is.
If you say Berenstain, then you bleed green.
Fucking kill
Yeah.
you.
That's what I heard.
We're gonna write Berenstein
We gonna have to
in your
find out.
blood.
We're a
Thank God
goblin.
all of us remember Berenstein Bears. Reed said, remembering Berenstain Bears.
I could
I think
tell
we should
you
turn all these people into tuna.
better. Human tuna.
Yeah, just turn into the thing in here. You've got to drink the gasoline, mister.
Uh-oh, Martin is pointing at Reed. Oh,
Oh no, his head just popped off and ran out the door.
God damn it. Well, Andrew, I guess you're kind of fucked now.
I guess I don't have a best friend no more.
I still love you. I still love you.
Then become me.
They have become one.
Isn't that exciting? We had 2 guests to start, now we have 1. That's great. All right, so the guy is fine. He's driving around dressed as a bear, tripping out all the people who are stoned while driving.
Having a great time.
Back home, I used to have a guy in a purple pickup truck. Used to always drive around shaking a tambourine. Kind of the same thing.
Kind of the same thing, a similar, yeah. What do we
like
just
that.
out the window, or?
Yeah, it's always had a tambourine shaking while I drove.
Man, I'm so glad I'm not crazy.
Yeah. And he was rocking out to music or no music?
Yeah, he
Just-
always had like some Spanish music on, but he was white as hell. Shaking that tambourine. Purple pickup truck.
Baku, gaku.
I wonder if he's still riding around the streets, old Boca Raton. Right in.
The purple pickup truck. That's what I call my balls if they ever get bruised.
Which is often for arousal.
Yes. I have a real wealthy man's sexual style.
Candle in ass, finger in ear.
That's right. Can't get enough of it.
ahead and lay on your tummy and make you my candle holder?
Yep. I could light up a whole restaurant.
I had reservations.
Next story?
Yeah, let's do another one.
South Carolina man arrested yesterday for shoplifting ribeye steaks from a Food Lion, smuggled meat out of the store in his colostomy bag, according to a police interview with the suspect's girlfriend. Take a look at this man right here.
Were they still wrapped? I mean, was he using the colostomy bag?
Cops were called Tuesday afternoon to the Food Lion after employees reported that an older white male stole $75 worth of ribeye steaks. The workers said that the man drove away from the Roebuck store in a green Nissan. Spartanburg County Sheriff's Office deputies traced the car back to David Samuel Hoyt, 55, who they found at the residence of Angela Woody, who lives on Shaw Road down from the Church of God.
Honey, I'm bringing us dinner tonight. You better be home and dressed right.
I think it's smart. He could have put a bunch of marinade. Like, he could have marinated it in the...
Absolutely.
I think he had a marinade in there.
It's ready when he gets home, you know?
I just imagine an Ocean's 11 situation where they're like, $75 worth of steaks. That's crazy. Exactly.
As long as we have an Asian gymnast.
Right. The guy looks exactly like every character in a horror movie that works at a gas station that gives you the wrong advice and also punctures your tire while you're there. I love to eat pickled eggs. He's a creepy dude.
Yeah, so the colostomy, I'm looking up on how to, because I'm thinking about this marinade thing. Like, I'm thinking, how does a colostomy bag work? Does it just constantly funnle out any kind of shit that is made?
I'm under the impression, and now we can know the answer to this. I'm under the impression it just does it involuntarily.
Yeah, that it's just constantly leaking out of your body because you have no control over.
Do we know, was this colostomy bag actually attached to him?
Is it an active bag?
Fake.
It was.
So his doo-doo's
in there.
Didn't have a
decoy bag?
All right. Well, okay, so here I think is the difference. I mean, and this might just be a journalistic choice here in the wording, because it doesn't say that he smuggled the meat out of the store in a colostomy bag. He said that he smuggled it out in his colostomy bag.
Yeah.
He owned the colostomy bag, so if it's his colostomy bag, then that implies that
it's attached.
He did need it.
I mean, going by the U.S. legal code, it does... Ownership, it's very technical. Ownership does transfer when you do defecate inside of it. Which is why I say my dog.
Exactly. The 1978 case of Dookie Dave versus the state. Dookie Dave actually came out on top.
Now, see here. I do believe my client did defecate inside this here a dog.
I'm no big city lawyer.
Ooh, it is hot.
But when I ask you to smell where a dookie lay, I think it's very clear it lay right here.
That's right. Judge Rehnquist, he came down very, very on the side of if you shat on it, it's yours.
As they say, he who shat it begat it.
It's biblical.
And that's why gays can get married.
Daughter.
Oh, well, don't just... All right. That's a lot of
1
daughters.
through 3, all PP.
Okay.
1 through 4, give us some more.
All right. Well, you never know what's happening.
During questioning, Hoyt initially denied stealing the steaks, but later, quote, made a verbal confession to the theft, saying that he put the meat in bags and walked out of the Food Lion. Woody, Hoyt's 47-year-old girlfriend, offered a police lieutenant further details about her Bose steak heist. A deputy noted Mrs. Woody confirmed that Mr. Hoyt had taken meat from Food Lion by putting it in his colostomy bag. Yep.
Yeah.
Additional details about that means of conveyance were not memorialized by investigators. Hoyt was arrested for shoplifting and booked into the county jail on the misdemeanor charge. He remains locked up on $2,130 bond.
Oh, get him out of there. This woman doesn't love him at all.
$230,000. Come
No,
on.
2,000.
Oh, 2,000. Oh, so
Which is
that's
still too much.
They should $230.
They should make him make them dinner. And
I
then
don't know
you
about
get
all
out.
that.
I mean, this guy's...
What is it?
He's sneaking steaks out of a food line in his colostomy bag. He doesn't have an extra $230.
No, that's what I'm saying. But I mean, out of all the offenses that you can have in life, out of all the things you can steal, he's just stealing steak. Odds are they were going to throw it away that night anyway when no one bought it.
Maybe.
Food line doesn't throw out anything.
Well, that's very true. Just gets better and better and better.
Yeah.
I don't know, maybe I'm the only person that thinks this, but I would rather they throw the food away than poor people get it.
Well,
I'm sorry if that's calloused.
And
Oh
I'd
my
like to
God.
say right now, Reed just announced his candidacy for Republican nomination.
Republican,
No
he's
more
a Democrat,
immigrants,
Team Trump.
no more gays, and when women come to America and say, I want to have a baby, I say, let me help you.
How?
It's a strange platform.
Reed, what events in your childhood led to your current beliefs?
Well, when I was a little boy, I remember my mother saying to me, son, when you're older and you marry me, you can become me. And I said, good, I want to become one with the mother, truly and through her.
You're really channeling Holden in this scene.
I'm really
nailed it.
sorry.
Wow.
Readinators go row.
Oh, no! I'm ready to do that.
Yeah, Readinator.
I like Readinators.
Well, they'd be called readers if they were anything.
Oh, yeah.
Those are the smart ones.
And Holdenators don't read.
No, they literally have no
They
idea.
just lay eggs and fucking scream.
I don't even know if they see colors.
And stay in the shade when it's hot, but stay in the sun when it's cool.
All right.
Bumpy neck.
All right. Let's just reaffirm our love for Donald Trump, Team Trump, and we're back.
I got a politics story for you, Ben.
I want to go back to the meat and the poo.
You want to go to Meet Poo Poo Man?
What happened? What, you got more on that?
I don't know.
I've got no more on it. There's no other information.
Man, it just
I
felt
feel
like
that they said her beau in the article.
Her
That's
beau.
how
I mean, that's a journalistic choice.
It's like a Jane
He
Austen.
said
know.
her beau,
she made him
which is
make.
probably a direct quote. So.
She demanded dinner that evening.
from her beau.
And all he did was go out there and actively get it. Isn't this more romantic than buying it?
The direct quote from her. I don't care if you have to pull it out of your ass. Get me steak.
Well, I'm back home, darling, and guess what I had to do?
We got Dookie flank steaks. We got Dookie.
Ribeye, please.
Ribeye.
Classy choice.
It's marbled.
Nah, ribeye is a classy choice. I had a ribeye just yesterday. It was wonderful.
Damn.
Where did it come from?
It came from a Walmart.
Now, what did you do to wash the feces off of?
Yeah, and how did you steal it up your butthole?
What I first do is I dip it in a Dijon mayonnaise.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
That breaks up the peptides of the feces.
Yeah.
What's a peptide?
A peptide is a protein chain. I don't know exactly. I'm losing half the science I learned.
That's good. Now you're starting to fit in, Reed.
Yeah. And then you pat it. Mm-hmm. A lot. Like
And
30.
then
Like
back in the
Do you
butt
stab
for
it?
30 minutes.
No, you don't stab it.
You don't
You
stab it.
you pat it, and then you rub it on a dog, and then it's ready.
Wow.
Doesn't matter what kind of dog.
As long as it's got vinegar all over it.
Yep, shot. You own that dog.
I forgot about the vinegar. I forgot about soaking the dog in vinegar for upwards of 6 hours.
Well, that
Yeah,
might
but
kill the...
they hate it.
No. 2 more hours, Ruffy.
Between tuna, feces, and vinegar, I think I'd still rather die in tuna.
I'm starving.
I went to Tad's Steaks this weekend for the first time. It was delightfully mediocre.
Yeah, Tad's. It's a very famous place, right?
There used to be a chain of them in Times Square, but now they're only down to one.
Ah.
Yeah, and it's basically Ponderosa Sizzler steaks. It's pretty fucking great. You get like a huge ass ribeye for like $20.
That's great.
It's just like you can't even order a temp.
All the chefs have colostomy bags.
Oh man,
When they-
everyone's
instead
so
of going
mad.
to the fresh market in Union Square, they go and steal it from Whole Foods.
You gotta wait in line with a tray and shit. And
Oh,
then
you
can
do?
Take it to a
Trays.
table.
Would this steak be a
That's
ribeye or a
great.
brown eye?
There we go. Chris Donahue, everybody. I love a tray. If a restaurant doesn't make you wait in line holding a tray, well, you get free refills. It ain't a restaurant at all.
Exactly. Yeah. And give you dinner rolls, too.
Oh, absolutely.
They sold
Unlimited.
40s also.
They do?
Yeah.
They sell 40s? Eddie, you're
great.
the only person that could sniff out the restaurant that sells 40s. I've never even heard of that.
What kind? OE?
No, Bud.
No, Bud. Okay.
God damn. Well, this place
Mickey's.
sounds great.
It was pretty great. I bought steak dinner for me and my buddy with 40s. We had sides. $55.
Not bad.
Not
I mean,
bad.
if you are you're a restaurant that has terrible food, just start offering 40s. The clientele will not give a shit what the food tastes like. All they're going to want is more 40s.
Yeah, exactly.
Love a 40. All right.
All right. Well, this is a politics story here.
Okay.
An Illinois man who was caught with a stolen vibrator stashed in his boxer shorts told police that he had no idea how the device got there, according to a police report that notes the suspect also later stripped naked in a holding cell while making, quote, derogatory comments about President Obama.
Oh, man.
Oh,
gonna say it's more
what
of-
a piece of shit.
More of a dildo story.
I like how our liberal friends on Facebook are going to immediately side with Obama on this.
Oh, classic.
Obama probably put the dildo there himself.
Yep.
This is, here's a picture of the man right here.
Oh my God, white dude kind of looks
I
like
love it. There
Divine.
randomly is a picture of Obama just holding his head in fucking horror.
This guy snitched on me.
I like how this photo and the last photo, it was like they told the people, like, all right, 1, 2, think about math. 3.
It's tough to get a good mugshot picture. It's not easy. They're not even trying to make you look good in those pictures.
Christopher Hucko, 44, was collared last month after allegedly walking
Hugo,
out.
Please, Marcus, have some respect.
Berenstein. I'm a Hucko guy. Different planets.
I'm a Hucko guy. He was collared last month after allegedly walking out of a suburban Chicago sex shop with a $48 Euphoria G-Spot Delight vibrator in his pants. Police have been called to the Orland Park store by a worker who reported that she believed Hucko put merchandise in his pants. The employee told cops that she had noticed a, quote, large bulge in the suspect's trousers. A quartet of officers confronted Hucko as he left the Lover's Lane store. When cop Anthony Carone asked him, quote, what he had stuffed in his pants, Hucko replied, quote, my penis.
Hey, all right.
That's why I don't trust cops.
Yeah.
Can't do it.
Hucko added that he had a tattoo of a cherry on his penis and asked the cop if he wanted to see it.
Oh, that's great.
Was he lying about that?
Boy.
He God damn it! This is terrible journalism. It did not say.
obviously.
Obviously, a subsequent search of Hucko turned up the pink vibrator under his boxers. After removing the stolen goods, Carone reported that. I asked Christopher how that got there, to which he replied that he had no idea. Cops also found marijuana and a pot pipe among Hucko's belongings. Later,
Pot pipe?
a pot pipe.
Like a little hobbit did it.
So my mom caught him.
Is this Andrew? Is this your pot pipe?
Tell me the truth, Andrew.
Andrew, hurry home for dinner. We're having chicken pot pipe.
Later,
Sounds amazing.
Sounds like a great restaurant chain in Colorado right now. Chicken pot pipe. If that doesn't exist, it needs to. And Reed, you have it.
I only suck chicken through pipe.
Liquid chicken. Tastes like Jose, but he's only in tuna.
later,
His name was Jose, right?
yeah, Jose Morales.
There we go.
Morales.
I miss him.
Rest in peace.
I miss him.
I guess rest in tuna?
Rest in tuna.
Rest in Pisces? I don't know.
So that's a fish.
Really a stretch of a
Ooh,
pun.
rest in fishies.
Resin piece.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Swimming with the
It was
fishes.
right there the whole time.
Slept with the fishes.
Bacon with the fish. Bacon with the tuna.
Bacon with the tuna.
Bacon with the tuna.
Bacon with
With the tuna.
Bake 'em with the tuna.
I wish I was
Bake 'em real good. Bake 'em in the tuna. Make it understood that the tuna makes the boy better at sex.
That was actually, I just watched Bullworth, and that is exactly what that movie was about.
I hear it's great. I saw it when I was younger, but I don't remember it.
Yeah, it kind of co-ops the black culture there.
What'd you think? Did you like it or no?
Overall, very fun.
Yeah?
Very fun feature
Ghetto
film.
Superstar came from it, and that's great for strip clubs. clubs.
Boom. Love a good strip club, and I love Ghetto Superstar. Guy had a dildo in his pants.
Yeah, he did.
Shove it up inside of him. Everyone's putting the meat up in the butt.
So
with
he had
the
half a dildo in his pants.
No, he didn't shove it up inside of him, though.
Well, he didn't open it up. It was still in the packaging.
Can you try out a dildo in a dildo store?
You cannot. That is extremely frowned upon.
Now,
Okay. Can you
maybe
put on
this
underwear
is-
in an underwear store?
Yes.
Yeah, I think you can.
But
What's
you're
worse?
supposed to be wearing your underwear or your mom's underwear, depending on how you arrived at the store.
Oh, so you got to try the underwear on over your underwear?
Over your underwear. It's
or
like
your
a bathing
mom's
suit.
or your
mom's.
I'm sorry to stop.
Oh, no, you don't have to. It's
okay.
Thanks for being there.
Hey, no problem, buddy.
Yeah. So you don't have to try out the sex toy at all, huh?
You don't, what do you mean have to?
I feel like you should. I feel like you should be allowed to.
You get to
gotta
drive
make
a car.
sure
What are,
fits.
what are they going to do? Give you a demo? Like
Yeah,
one that
they should-
everyone uses?
Yeah, you can wash it.
It's like the socks and shoe departments.
Yeah.
You really want to see how big this
stocking
is?
on it.
All right.
Now you'll notice that the vibration is about 330 megahertz, and that's standard for this line.
Right. Give it a test ride.
Later, while in an Orland Park Police Department holding cell, Hucko stripped completely naked and subjected police personnel to comments about his political views and derogatory comments about President Obama. After being given a Miranda rights consent form, Hucko signed his name as, quote, Obama is a criminal on the document.
And Obama is a criminal.
Wait, that's my dad?
Yeah.
Your dad, Obama is a criminal short?
Yeah.
Does that count for the consent form for the Miranda if he signs that Obama is a criminal? Were they just like, okay, that'll work?
Well,
Or-
if I remember the legal U.S. if I remember the U.S. code about this,
Yeah.
it's if you sign your name as something on a legal document, that does become your name. So Mr. is a criminal, Obama, if you will, is I think he's in the right here.
Oh, okay.
His real name's actually Obama Criminal. It's just one word.
Obama's.
Yeah.
Perfect.
And that's what Obama has on his own birth certificate from Kenya.
Think about that, everybody.
Thank you.
Trump.
Sorry.
Chris, you can't be on Team Trump.
100%.
He's not from Kenya. Now I have to
No,
defend
no.
Obama.
100%.
I mean, he
100%.
technically-
America's in the toilet.
Yeah.
Yes.
He's a
Technically,
giraffe dressed in human skin.
Oh, we've all heard that.
They
before.
found him on
no
the
one's
belt.
talking about his gills.
He flew over on an animated boat that had a bunch of different talking animals. One of the captains had a
Now, if I
hook. A child
remember
came over
Obama,
and killed him who
he
never
comes
grew
from a
up.
land called Honolulu.
And don't get me started on how they cook steaks in the White House.
Oh, my God.
Quick quiz: how many fish run Noah's Ark?
Ooh, none.
It's very good.
And that's why we're allowed to eat them on Fridays.
None.
Wait, how
But-
many fish?
We're on Noah's Ark. But we don't know, like, if the kids had fish bowls or anything.
Yeah, they probably had to have the freshwater fish on there, right?
Yeah, because
I know
that's
there's at
saltwater. It's
least
going to be
one
saltwater.
fish.
Huh.
Noah's wife, you know what I'm saying?
You're talking about
I
that,
ain't gonna fuck you,
yeah.
Noah.
that sweet
Oh,
Noah's wife
you
pussy.
talking about my wife?
Do
Reed?
something, Noah. Fucking do something about it.
No, I'm getting poon on this trip.
I'd flood this whole place, but I am out of water tricks.
Did anyone see Noah the movie? It's, first
Oh,
of all,
I
it's
didn't see it.
great.
I heard it was
You guys
awesome.
gotta check it out.
Yeah.
And at one point, Noah gets so mad that he goes like after the boat land becomes land again. He gets so angry that he goes and finds a bunch of berries, makes them ferment, and then smashes them up and drinks them and gets hammered, and just like
love
starts
it.
goes through a drunken rampage. It's really great.
It was actually, they just started rolling cameras on Russell Crowe.
Have you guys seen Evan Almighty?
No.
Another classic. No.
Evan
I was
Almighty.
hoping one of you guys would say yes. I saw it in the theaters, but
I know there was that
horrible.
one Almighty movie with Jim Carrey.
Bruce.
Yeah,
Bruce.
now they made an Evan one too.
Yeah,
Evan,
that's
that
Steve
was the-
Carell,
that was
and
the
it's
sequel.
based off Noah.
Are those
Ouch.
are those the two movies where Steve Carell really stretches and plays a lovable dumb guy?
Yeah, it's one of those two.
Yeah.
Andrew Short's jealous moment of the podcast.
I should be famous.
You are famous. All right.
All right. And now it's time for a segment from our boys.
Reed Failer and Andrew Short are going to present us with a segment.
So the segment for today is
Is about
the way you would smuggle
3 boys inside of your very own
Lower compartment.
Lower compartment inside of a 1986 Honda Civic.
Okay.
Where is a lower compartment?
What is a
The lower
I'm not
compartment.
quite sure what we said.
How would you smuggle 3 boys in a Honda Civic into
Because you're going from East to West Germany and it's 1991 and the wall's already down.
Oh,
But you just want to smuggle
so
them
if the
for
wall's
old time's sake.
if the wall's already down, are there still border checkpoints?
David Hasselhoff,
No, not
he
at
danced
all.
the
It's
wall.
just you're driving as a bear.
So I'm driving across Berlin with
never
3
thought-
boys in a Honda Civic.
How do you smuggle
How do
those
I do
boys?
that?
how do you take those boys?
I mean, we've already established you're in a Civic and that you're smuggling them, so we set up a lot of
Are they
story.
Jews?
Well, that's for you
Oh
to
my
decide.
God,
Come
Ed,
on.
get
Do we have to
over
spell
it.
out for you, Ed.
I hate him.
Sorry, man.
How old are the boys?
Why would you say sorry to Ben?
Because he's a Nazi.
I'm a Jewish
That's
fellow.
Right, that's right.
Wait, okay, so
the segment?
No, we're doing a brand new segment. And
Yes.
that one was about cars. And in this world, there are no cars. And
No
the only
cars
thing
whatsoever.
that there are is a future where there are zoos with no animals, but the type of animals that we call cats for now.
All right, so you're in the cat zoo, and you
Not
have
big
to
cats.
name your 5 favorite cats. What do you name them? And while you're naming them, what's up that lower compartment?
Yep. Let me remind you, there are 3 boys in it.
All right, are you guys
So
going
you
first?
have to name five cats
and three
five
young boys?
personality attributes and the 3 boys' names.
All right,
I like
I'm
it.
going first.
All right.
First cat, I'm going to call him Little Mr. Meow Meow. Second cat.
What's his personality?
I'm going to get to the personalities. Let me name them first, Ed. Second cat, we're going to call him Little Grinner, the boy who understood too well. 3, this cat is named The One Who Loved My Mother. 4, this cat is going to be named Christopher Nolan. And the 5th cat is going to be named Little Raggedy. Little Raggedy. Their personalities. First one, feisty. Second one, sarcastic. Third one, political. Fourth one, angry. Fifth one, conservative, but only financially. The 3 boys. One is named Tyler. The other, Trevor. And the other one is named Tyler, but his last name is Richardson. And when he was born, his mom said, "What a fucking mistake." All right, your turn, Andrew.
Are there any grown men named Trevor?
Absolutely not.
absolutely.
Oh,
You have to die at 25, right?
Yeah.
No, 16. They die when they're 16.
Well, actually-
and I don't want to correct you, but I just read a New York Times piece.
Oh, that makes sense then.
It's really funny. All Trevors, when they grow up, turn into Tims.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's what happened.
so
Trevor
like-
is short for Tim. It's weird.
so it's like they're like pupa face.
Yeah.
And 3 boys smuggling. How you gonna do it?
I'm going to smuggle them in a big, fake, like, spool of electrical wire that you'd, like, lay across, like, a channel
Yeah.
or something, like,
I see what
between,
you're
like,
saying.
England
No, I
and
know what you
France or
mean.
something. And they're like, "Oh, are there any boys in that electrical wire thing?" I'm just kidding. You can take it across. Because they won't even think about the boys inside. But there are boys inside.
And I hate getting political. Here's my 5. 1, the president. 2, Congress. 3, the Senate. 4, a judge. 5, your local district attorney.
Those are the cats?
Those are the cats by name. Here are their personality types because I forgot their names. Brian, personality type. Trevor, personality type. Yeah, I went there. Craig, personality type. Marcus, personality type. Watch out, motherfucker. 5, Bear, personality type. 3 boys, their names are Felicio, Craigio, and 4th, Santana. It's Carlos Santana. So, when I'm going from east to west, Berlin in 1991, when neither of those cities exist, I am blasting Smooth by Carlos Santana. I almost said Montana. Guess what? Berenstain Bears, we're bringing it back. In this universe, it's Carlos Montana. And the border guards are so confused that America now owns Mexico.
All right, very good.
Breathe.
That must have been cheap.
Very good. exceptionally confused, I am Marcus.
All right, just give it a shot.
You guys should have come up with a segment.
Name 5 cats.
I'm going to go with
kitty names.
Meowcrophone. That is a cat that likes to talk on the microphone.
Yes.
Then I'm going to go with Paw Daddy. That is a cat that likes
Paw
P.
Daddy.
Diddy, doesn't know how to rap, and it's white, but pretends like it's not.
Yeah.
Then I'm going to go with, train. Ooh, let's see here. Maybe something about.
No, you just saw Trainwreck.
I know I did say train. I want to say train meow, but I already used meow. I want to say train cat. No, can't do that. Maybe
Train whiskers.
Train cat would have worked.
Train cat. I like Train cat.
That's a little urban for my taste.
Well, you're not the one judging. Marcus is, all right?
Let's go with
The cat
Doctor.
boost.
Let's go with Doctor Giggle Mow. All right, very good. So that's a cat dentist that kills its patients. Giggle Mow. Okay, then let's do. Let's say
You got one more.
I got one more. I think I have 2 more.
You got 2 more.
I have one more.
Let's say one more. Yeah.
One more, but they're twins. So just keep that in
Oh, I
mind.
see.
Yeah.
All right. So we're gonna call them let's see. We'll call them the Molson twins, and they're cats who love Molson beer, and that's kind of exciting.
Personality types?
Oh, they're all aggressive. Yeah, they're all just like super aggressive. They hate everything. They cannot get enough of killing humans. And then the children, I'm gonna go with a Lydia. I'm gonna go with I'm getting.
No, they're boys. They're not
They're
children.
boys?
They're
Name them
boys.
whatever you
Lydia
want.
can be a boy's name in this post Catherine Jenner world.
Oh
you
my
dick.
God!
I know you're from
Thank
Texas.
you, Andrew.
We're
I
not
know
talking
you're from
about a
Texas.
post-dinner world. We're talking
Lydia
about,
was born Barry.
We're talking about 1991, my friend.
Oh, that's
fine.
right. My bad.
That is true.
Okay. Barry, Thaddeus, and McCordial.
But how do they get across?
How do they get across?
How do you smuggle them?
Holy fucking shit! What I do is I upholster them, take out the back seat, I make them the seat, and I cover them with Bibles.
Oh, this seat is so comfortable. Is this a normal seat, or is this 3 boys stoned together?
It's a normal seat covered in Bibles, sir.
Wow, I just didn't even think that. Wow, so comfortable.
That does look like the New Testament. I'll give you a pass. Welcome to America. And
Boom. Well, I think we're still. Yeah, well, you know.
5 cats.
Okay, I named the cats Lorelei, Rory, Dean, Jess, and Logan for the personality traits. Just reference the show Gilmore Girls. Rory goes between Dean and Jess a lot, and then Logan, and then I live the rest of the show out through the way they act. Boys' names, I want to name all 3 of them Donovan.
Oh, good.
And I'm going to smuggle them by making 2 of them wear a long dress. One sits on top of the other's shoulders. Wig, that's the mom. And then Donovan, the third Donovan, is in the back as the son. We're just a happy family that's taking a cross-country trip across Germany.
All right. Okay.
All right.
Very reasonable. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's not quite as simple as Ben's seat idea.
Just make them a
At
seat.
first, I thought you were going to upholster the kids.
Yeah, I really like
'cause
the
that
idea
Ben's-
of being married to 2 little boys instead of 1 woman.
Yeah.
So you want?
Sorry, Sammy. I'm taking Donovan and Donovan.
Yeah.
Okay.
I know, Sammy. That's a... Yeah.
All right, Edward.
Saying you described 2 boys more perfect than my wife ever will be.
Snarfield, Sergeant Muffers, Radio Cat.
I love Radio Cat. Actually, if I ever get a cat, I'm naming that fucking Radio Cat. I love that.
Big Legs,
Love
and
so
and Tiny Throat.
Personality
Tiny
types.
Throat's
5
character.
personality types.
5 personality types. We're gonna have to go with Bashful. Second one's gonna be that's Snarfield. Snarfield's special.
Of course, like you had to say it.
Second one is well dressed. That's Sergeant Muffers. And hammered, green, and just dumb. Straight up
Great.
stupid.
Love it.
Gotta have one. They're a lot of
It's a
fun.
fucking dumb cat.
I love dumb cats.
But your 3 boys?
My 3 boys.
Keep in mind, you gotta transport them.
You gotta transport them. Okay,
Yeah.
so
Under threat of death.
Got to give them transportable names.
Yogi, Boo Boo, and Baloo.
How do you get them across?
Dress them like bears.
That might actually work.
And win!
Wow, if we do anything.
It's the best thing. It's the cats. Those are the cats that I want to go see at the cat zoo in the world where zoos don't exist except for but cats and small cats only.
All cats only. All right.
Those are the
No
cats I
big
want to see.
cats, the zoo's motto goes.
That's great. Thanks so much for listening to this episode of the Roundtable of Gentlemen. Let's go through people's Twitters and also what's going on with you people in the near future.
All right, my Twitter is at little frisky youngster.
It could just be a real Twitter, too.
Or it could be the FBI.
It's at Reed Failer. At Reed Failer.
Oh,
That's
okay.
my real name. And things coming up. Andrew and I are releasing a couple short films in the next month or so. One called The Birthday Party. The other called The Dog, the Boy.
And, of course, when Reed says him and Andrew will be releasing short films, the films will be an hour and 20 minutes. They're just short. Which is kind of fun. Kind of a funny short joke there, Andrew.
I got it. Yeah. I got it.
Close it all out there because I'm
we're
taller.
both-
I'm
and-
6'7", and then you
And
guys
we're
are-
short.
Yeah, so it was
Got it.
Funny, that could have gone unsaid on radio. But I mean,
kind of a funny joke, though. Like, we're releasing short films. And
Kind
kind
of
of
a funny-
120 minutes, which is a full length.
From now on, we'll say midget films so people don't make that kind of association.
Interesting.
Good idea.
Andrew, you're on Twitter.
My Twitter.
Tell us about it first.
@_ Andrew Short. Tons of cynical stuff I tweet while I'm drunk. So if you're not happy with where you are in your life, we're going to be friends. What I have to plug, Reed and I are in this band called the Undone Sweaters. It's the last punk band in New York City.
Also, the second best Weezer cover band in Brooklyn.
Yep.
And I heard you guys have a short film coming out?
Yeah, well, season 2 of the Undone Sweaters is about to come out, and then we are doing a tour of Ohio, September 10th through 13th, a nationwide tour of Ohio. We're going to
what
be
are you
in
doing
Cincinnati.
for September 11th?
We're going to kind of reflect about where everyone was in English class, like everyone in our generation who has a story about 9/11.
Probably eat some
What do you
cake.
think
Just
Weezer
your
was on
typical.
9/11?
Rocking the hardest because it's punk. We're going to be in Cincinnati.
By the way, fuck you. I was in physical anthropology.
I was in lunch when I found out.
Yeah, that was
taking
taking
that
that.
five-step test, the Indiana State.
My roommate was screaming, "Get the fuck up! Get the fuck up right now, man! Go to war! Shit. Go to war!"
Bankers are dying. We should be sad. And so we are going to be in Cincinnati, Ohio, Motor Pub, Akron, Ohio, Undecided, Cleveland, a place I forgot. And then we'll be
Malls.
recording an album in Cleveland with the Undone Sweaters. It's me, Reed Failer, Jim Tews, and Pete and Pete's Danny Tamborelli. You should come out.
Ooh, love Danny Tamborelli. Eddie and I have a fat film coming out very, very soon. It'll be exciting. It's going to take place at Tad's Steakhouse, where we both are forced to work there the rest of our lives. It's a
God damn
reality
it.
show.
I would do it.
I would love it. You can follow me on Twitter. I'm at Ben Kissel. I'm also on Reddit on Wednesday morning
Wednesday morning, but Tuesday night.
at 3 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Congrats.
So that's kind of exciting. Chris?
I'm at Mr. Chris Donahue. I have a show coming up September 8th at Over the 8 called Chris and Dean Take Over the Big Screen. We're filming a short that we made. It's only 10 minutes.
Now, when you say short,
10 minutes in length.
perfect.
Yeah, and
Fuck you, Ben.
No,
That's
Andrew.
And I'm Ed Larson. You guys know me at @ATunes_. And what do I got? Oh, Rubitalia. End of the Ben Kissel hosting with Cena John.
Seen it from the brighter side.
Yeah, Murder Fist and Rubitalia next Saturday night at the Old Pit, 29th Street, between 6 and 7 at 10:30 p.m. And then we're going to party afterwards.
Yeah.
Set by Murder Fist, a set by Rubitalia, then a set together.
Now,
Oh
is this
my
at the
God.
old pit, or are you referring to the current pit in like a favorable way? Like
No,
the
is that the old
pit?
No, is that the
That's
old
the
pit?
old pit,
Yeah,
not
it was
the
called the
old
Treehouse now.
All right.
Oh, they called it the Treehouse?
Yeah, they call it the Treehouse.
What do
not
you
a
call
trio.
it that?
What? Why don't I call it that? Because I don't recognize it. I call it the old pit.
I agree. The old pit. It's on 29th Street between 8th and 7th Avenues. It's
6th and 7th.
Whatever. We all met there. I mean, I was always lost.
159.
You know, I was always off on the avenue, but that's fine. And find Marcus Parks on Twitter at Marcus Parks. And I'll tell you, this Cowman CD is selling through the roof.
It is, and Reed Failer did the artwork, so he's a wonderful artist, and he also designed our T-shirts, which will be going on sale this week.
Let me tell you, folks, they're handsome.
They're very handsome, and I almost forgot weather on the 9s. In Anchorage, Alaska, it's 59 degrees right now with light rain showers. Precipitation is at 1%. It's going to be down to 54 degrees tonight, so be sure to put on a light jacket before you leave the house.
Or at least a bear suit.
Put on a bear suit. And make sure to come to Reed's wedding. September 22nd.
If you are invited. To the...
But
no, you're all invited.
Everyone gets like
figure it
a
out.
last minute
Yeah,
plus one.
invite the 6,000 psychopaths.
If it's like a week before Reed's wedding and you're like, I'm dying to go, I probably have a +1. It's like an open +1.
You know what?
So.
I'm going to
Chris,
break up
you're
with my
lonely.
girlfriend.
Sammy
so
told
you
me
can come.
I just got to call and be like, get more pizza.
Now, can Chris come if I stuff him in my pants?
Well, it depends on how stuffed into your pants he is.
Super
Are
stuffed.
we talking like anus? Are we talking tucked under
I'm talking the
waistband?
front of. We're wearing pants together.
Now, can you
a little
defecate
kangaroo
normally, or do you
kinda.
have a colostomy bag?
Oh, I mean, whatever the rules are, just let me know.
All right.
Don't invite Eddie to the wedding, Reed. It's going to get mad.
We have one colostomy bag and one bag of wine that's just going into both
I
of
have
our
2
assholes.
colostomy bags, but
All
I use
right.
them as shoes.
Well, don't bother labeling them. Bring them both. We'll serve them
They're
to
both
my family.
They're both blood red.
Fill it like a Franzia, make that a colostomy bag, and then squeeze it inside of you?
Yeah, you can.
Yeah, going to flush you out there,
You
but
can
also
do a
get
lot
drunk.
of things. Yeah.
I think that was one of the miracles at Cana. That anyway.
It doesn't matter. Yeah, we're done.
Let's end this, please. I got to pee-pee.
For more shows like the one you just listened to, go to cavecomedyradio.com.